Bengals look to make history tonight on Monday Night Football. Mike Petraglia inside Paycor Stadium, where the 11-4 Cincinnati Bengals shoot for their 8th straight win. And if they get it, they will be 2022 AFC North Division champions. They will clinch a division title for a second consecutive season. That would be a first in their 55-year franchise history, but it will be a challenge to say the very least. They're going up against Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, who are riding a 6-game winning streak into this contest. They are 12-3, and they are hoping to clinch the number 1 overall AFC seed in the upcoming playoffs with wins tonight on the road against Cincinnati and at home next week against the New England Patriots. So there's a lot on the line, obviously, for both teams in this game. But for the Bengals, the excitement has been building not only all day here in the Queen City, really for the second half of the season since the Bengals got on their run that has really caught the NFL by storm. A lot of people would wondered after the loss to the Cleveland Browns on Monday Night Football in Cleveland, would this team even make the playoffs, let alone manage to take on the difficult schedule on paper that was facing them in the second half of the season? Well, they certainly answered that question without a doubt. They have won 7 straight games, and that leads up to tonight's most anticipated Monday night game in recent memory. Eyes all over the football world will be descended on Cincinnati here via ESPN and ABC for the 8:30 p.m. kickoff. The breaking news here for the Bengals in this game, it will be Hakeem Adeniji starting at right tackle, not Isaiah Prince. Why is that? Well, Isaiah Prince was not elevated from the practice squad, so he is not eligible to play tonight. It will be Hakeem Adeniji, who did a very admirable job filling in for La'el Collins after La'el Collins tore his ACL in the first quarter last Saturday on Christmas Eve against the New England Patriots. Adeniji was able to fill in very well for the last 3 quarters and earn the trust not only of the coaching staff, but most importantly of Joe Burrow. So it appears to be Hakeem Adeniji getting the start today for the Cincinnati Bengals at right tackle. Also elevated for this game, backup quarterback Jake Browning, as well as defensive back Alan George. Alan George has been elevated several times before this season off the practice squad, so that is not a big shocker. In terms of Sam Hubbard, left defensive edge for the Bengals, he is probably not going to play in this game. The Bengals are going to take it slow, play it very cautious with a guy like Sam Hubbard. They're going to need him in the playoffs. They've already got their playoff berth clinched. Yes, they want to win tonight and win that division title and clinch at least one home game in the upcoming playoffs, but they need Sam Hubbard healthy on the other side of Trey Hendrickson. So in his stead will be Joseph Asai and Cam Sample, who played very well in the win over the New England Patriots up in Foxborough on Christmas Eve. So that is another storyline to keep a very close eye on. For the Buffalo Bills, Jordan Poyer, their outstanding safety, comes into this game banged up. He did not practice on Thursday and Friday, and he was officially listed as questionable, but expect to see him on the field when this game starts and kicks off at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Jordan Poyer will be one of the safeties for the Buffalo Bills, even though he is dinged up. The Bengals are going to have to obviously keep tabs on Josh Allen all night long. He can beat you with his strong arm when healthy. He's been fighting an elbow injury this year, but obviously he can beat you with his legs. He is somebody that Lou Anarumo said was a tight end at the quarterback position in terms of his ability to run with the ball and how he is so difficult to bring to the ground. So Josh Allen will be somebody to keep an eye on, not only in the passing game, but when he scrambles out of the pocket and looks to make plays with his feet. We all know about the outstanding receiving core of the Buffalo Bills, led by Stephon Diggs, of course, Gabe Davis, who had that historic game last year in the playoffs against the Kansas City Chiefs. We know about those two. Don't forget about Isaiah McKenzie, third receiver for the Buffalo Bills, and obviously don't forget about their tight end, Dawson Knox. He is somebody who can get it done as well, and he is a very popular red zone target of Josh Allen once they get inside the 20-yard line. So that's a lot to keep an eye on for the Bengals defense. Offensively, the Bengals in this game, if Hakeem Adeniji can do the job at right tackle. The Bengals should have time to pick apart the secondary. It's a youngish secondary for the Buffalo Bills. Obviously, this is a secondary. Tre'Davious White certainly is a ball hawk, but is secondary. That is, if there's a weakness on this defense, that is probably it. And there aren't a lot of weaknesses on a 12-3 Buffalo Bills team. That is one place I think the Cincinnati Bengals and Joe Burrow would like to attack downfield. Again, Burrow needs time in the pocket to be able to step up, make moves, and get that ball downfield to Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Tyler Boyd. Also tonight, big news, Hayden Hurst returns after missing the last 3 games with a strained right calf. That is a big boost in terms of a downfield threat, a vertical threat for the Cincinnati offense. The weather is again going to be tremendous in terms of the temperature, 57 to 58 degrees around the kickoff at 8:30. Watch out for rain. We could have heavy rain during the second and third quarters around 9:30, 10 o'clock. Some thunderstorms could come in very late around 11 or 11:30. But if those all hold off, expect to see quite a memorable game here inside Paycor Stadium. Bengals win, and they win the AFC North. Bengals win tonight, and they also win against the Baltimore Ravens on Sunday. They will assure themselves of no worse than a number 2 seed, and they could even win the number 1 seed. They win tonight, win Sunday, and the Kansas City Chiefs lose against the Las Vegas Raiders in their season finale. Lots to keep you up to date on throughout the afternoon and evening. Be sure to follow me on clnsmedia.com, on Twitter for pregame, postgame reaction inside the locker room. And that'll be at Trags, TRAGS. And of course, click on the link below and subscribe to the Jungle Roar Podcast YouTube page. We'll have complete postgame reaction there. Inside Paycor Stadium, Mike Petraglia, CLNS Media.